Hello again. So today we're focusing on fractions greater than 1. Another name for those would be improper fractions. So your I can statement is I can convert fractions greater than 1 to mixed numbers and mixed numbers back to fractions greater than 1. So let's see what's in store. All right, so if we have 1/4 5 times. We're adding a fourth 5 times, or 5 1/4. That equals 5/4. Makes perfect sense, right? So if we look at what this is in a picture, we have a circle divided into fourths. So altogether, in green, we have 5/4 shaded. In a fraction stick, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/4 shaded. So the whole piece is divided into fourths, and since we have 5/4 shaded, you can see that it's more than 1. So how can we turn this fraction into a mixed number? Well, 4/4 equals one whole thing. Here's one whole. And as you can see, we would have one whole plus a fourth, or 1 and 1/4. So here's 1 and 1/4. 1 and 1/4. So here's how we read mixed numbers. 1 and 1/6. It is the same as 1 plus 1/6. 2 plus 7/8 is exactly the same as 2 and 7/8, or in words, it looks like this, 2 and 7/8. So 5 plus 9/10 is simply 5 and 9/10. So you can see what it looks like numerically and written. 7 plus 3/5. Imagine in your brain now, what would come next? 7 and 3/5. And in words, 7 and 3/5. So let's look at fractions with several whole pieces. This particular, trying to find my cursor here, this particular fraction is shown as a picture. So notice that we have a circle divided into two parts. Each one is divided into halves. So altogether we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 halves. Or 1, 2, 3 whole circles and half of another one. So 7 halves is the same as 3 1/2. Look at this example. You just look at one circle and see that it's divided into thirds. So 3 is our denominator. So how many thirds are there altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 thirds are shaded. So that's 1, 2, and 1/3. 2 wholes plus 1/3. So now, how do we build mixed numbers from unit fractions? So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 thirds. When we add them all up, there are 8 thirds there. We learned that in our very first lesson. So if we group them into whole pieces, we know that it takes 3 thirds to make a whole. So there's one whole. So 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 is 3 thirds, or 1. So there's another third plus a third plus a third, which is 3 thirds, or 1 whole. And then we've got these 2 thirds left over. So if we're going to change the 8 thirds to a mixed number, we've got 2 wholes plus 2 thirds left. 2 and 2 thirds. So changing mixed numbers to fractions greater than 1. So if we have 2 3/4, we can think of it as 2 plus 3/4, right? We talked about that in one of the first screens today. So we can take that 2 and figure out, well, how many wholes is that? Well, it's 1 plus 1 equals 2, plus the 3/4 that we have left over. And if we change those ones into fourths, each one is worth 4/4 because it takes 4/4 to make a whole. So this one right here is turned into 4/4. So now we're going to change this one right here into 4/4 plus the 3/4. So altogether we have 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 3 more equals 11/4. So we just turned 2 3/4, a mixed number, into a fraction, an improper fraction, which means it's greater than 1. So what if we have a fraction greater than 1 and want to turn it into a mixed number? So that would be like starting here and working our way the other direction. So if we have 9/4, we can say, okay, 4/4 equals 1. We've used up 4 of those 9/4. We can use up 4 more because that only equals 8/4. So the 9 that we started with minus 8 leaves us with 1/4 left. So what we have here then is 1 whole plus 1 whole plus 1/4, and that's going to equal 2 1/4. So 9/4 is the same as 2 1/4. So here are some practice problems. In number 1, you're going to look at the picture and give me the mixed number. So how many whole pieces and what fraction do you see here? For number 2, you're going to write this mixed number as a fraction. So this is going to be an improper fraction. And then down here, you have a fraction, and you're going to turn it into a mixed number. Now, you might need to go back, or maybe you've learned a method in 4th grade that you remember. Whatever you need to do, feel free. And remember that I'll be helping you in small group as well. You may stop your video.